Hey, how's it going? John Dorsey here. We work with johnd.net. In this video, I want to talk about the Leadsleap page builder. Now, this is probably one of the most powerful free page builders I've ever used online. I mean, it's right up there on par with page builders I've paid $97 a month for. Now, this does have options that only premium pro members can use, but you can build your lead capture pages using this page builder for free. So let's just jump right in. So I've already created a campaign, and how you would create a campaign is click on add new campaign and type in the name of the campaign you want to create, and that name is for your reference only, so you don't have to worry about it being the right name or phraseology, because only you can see that. So I created one called the 24-hour moneymaker just for the sake of this video, and then you see it automatically creates the link for this campaign. So once you create your campaign, the campaign, then you want to launch the editor to create your page. And these are the templates you get to use, and you can always you can edit these. So pretty much 100% of this can be edited. So let's just click on one. So all this text, everything that a box shows up around can be edited. So like this attention phrase can be edited, and as you see, and it pops up in this box over here. You can bold, you can format the text, you can make certain things bold, you can italicize, you can underline, you can strike through, you can change the color. So we change that to red, bold. You can change the whether you want to align it left, center, or right. And this back arrow is the undo. You can change the position of the text. You can change the size of the text. So you can change the font, which is down here, as you see these different fonts show up. You can change the font size. You can change the general text color. So as you see, you can change the line height, and this is what, how much space you want around the text. You can create a shadow on the text. So let's say you want to. So basically, you can create a drop shadow. You can change the position of the shadow. And I've paid for page builders that didn't even have this much customization. I've paid for page builders where you couldn't do this much editing on the text and stuff like that. You can animate the text, so you can make it bounce in, or you make it bounce. You can make it bounce left. And I'm gonna go through all these. I'm just go through a couple. Pulse, swing. So, and then you can do normal. You can do like fast. So you can change the speed of it. You can have a repeat. You can have a delay. Basically your imagination. So you can change this text also. And like I said, all this is editable. You can change, what it says. You can put it completely different thing you want to steal my secret. And same thing here. You can do all the edits I did up there. I don't want to go through all that again, but pretty much all the text, you can do all that. This text, you can do the same thing, and these arrows, or you can input elements. These elements, stuff like these arrows are called elements. And the way you would do that, you click on it, and you'll see image URL. And you click on the box, and then Leadsleap has a gallery of these, what you would call these various images. So let's say you wanted to, you can use this red arrow, and you could change how it's orientated on the page. And of course, you can always move it around. You can do that. You can change. You can blur the image. You can rotate it. So if you wanted to, you can make it more transparent. You can make its background brighter. You can make a shadow for the background. And once again, you can also animate the arrow or any other like icon or whatever you want to put on here. And like I said, that's another feature you can do with that. And you have these other things you can pick from too. You can have your own. You can always import your own images. So you can go to a site like pexels.com to get images or royalty-free images. A site like this. But we'll get back to that. So that's how you would change these images, or you could just remove this altogether. All right, so the email box. So you click on the email box, and you want to keep that as text. You want to keep that as email. But what it says in the box, you go to input placeholder, and you can change what this text says. Where it says you're at email.com, you can enter something like enter your email here. And you can change how big that is. You can change the font. You can change the color of the field. But I would recommend always leaving that white or very light. And pretty much any of the other options you can do with like the text and stuff, you can do with this too. You can also animate that box. So if you want to get people's attention, you can do that with that. And with the name field, pretty much the same thing. Change the input placeholder, make it say your name, or you can just remove that altogether. And the way you would remove a box or element, you can just click on it, and when that box comes up, you'll see the trash can. You can just delete it, and then you can move a button up or move whatever you're trying to move around. You can resize like a button or a field. You can make this button say whatever you want, like yes, show me. And you can change the button color. You can change the text color. You can put a border around the button or fatten up the border if you want. And you can also, so right now it's like pretty much a rectangle, but you can round the corners also. Like that. I don't like that button color though, but something like that. You can also, once again, animate the button. So that's pretty much your field. You can also like this box, you can also change that too, if you wanted to do that. You can make it a solid color, you can make it black, make it white. And this all depends on what you're trying to do. So, and then you can always put it back to none for how it was originally. All right, so that's for editing the box. And now, let's say you want to change this background. So you go over here. So you see on the left, it says you have these options on the left too. But it says template, which is what we're currently editing. This template will come back to list. And then number 3 is background. So this will allow you to change the background. Now, background type says image, which is obviously what you're looking at. You also can make the background a color. But let's just go with the image so I can show you how to edit that. So with the image, just click in the box and it'll load. Leadsleap comes with a bunch of preloaded backgrounds that you can use. And as you see, it gives you a preview of what the page will look like with that background. And you can use these options here to move the background around, depending on how you want it centered. Like if you had something with, let's say like something like this with an image in like where it's like a half image, you can make it so that your opt-in box isn't covering up what's in the background image, if you wanted to do that. So these are the preloaded backgrounds. Just look at one more. And like you can also upload your backgrounds. These are some of the backgrounds I've used. And the way you would do that is go to a site like pexels.com or Pixabay, and depending on what you're going for, you know, like if someone's in the make money online, internet marketing, make money online niche, they're obviously interested in wealth, luxury, you know, the good life. So anything would go along with that. Vacations, you know, like beach scenes, anything where it just shows happiness, abundance. So let's say you go with, well, just one thing I wouldn't use though is money. I wouldn't use a picture of money as your background, just because it just comes across as scammy and spammy. And I mean, something like, maybe something like this with the Bitcoin, the financial freedom, that's not too bad. But anything with cash in it, you know, just comes across as scammy and poor taste. But let's look at another. Let's go with luxury. You know, something like this right here would be a nice background. With like something like that would be nice. This right here with the, what they call the maybe something like that. You had to split test it, but this right here with her on the boat, of course. This one right here with that Lambo. Cars are good to use. So let's say you want to use this one right here. So you click on it. It's a free download, as you see. Save it to wherever on your computer where you remember where you saved it or downloaded it. Then you come back to Leadsleap and you click on this box. You click on my gallery. Then you click here to upload. Click to upload. Then you click on the image. Upload it. All right, so there you have it. And then, like I said, you can always move the image around so that it shows up better. So I think right there might work. Oh, this don't look right. So much space right there. Oops. So right there it might work. So let's say we go with that background, because all I'm showing you is how to upload the background anyway, so it doesn't matter if it works or not. It's just for demonstration purposes only. And that's how you would change your background. All right. Next thing I want to show you is these elements, these icons up here. So if you wanted to add a new text element to this, if something wasn't already there, you would click on Add Text Element, and you would click on it, and then you would edit the text over here in this box. If you wanted to add a link, you wouldn't do that. Well, the reason why you would do that on the lead capture page is for because you have to have your privacy policy. Either you can have the text written on the page, or you can have a link directed someone to your privacy policy and your terms and conditions. So that's why you might want to use, have a link on the page, and that's how you would add a link. And you'll, like I said, you'll place that, and you'll click on it. And of course, you don't want it to be that big, but and that's one way you can do the privacy policy thing, and then have your link. And here's where you'll put the link to your privacy policy, or you can just write the privacy policy out on this page, which is just saying that your information is held safe or secure, not shared, that stuff. But that's how you would add a link. If you want to add an icon, like these are the various icons, like with the privacy policy, if you want to put like a padlock beside it. Like when you say your information is secure, it will not be sold or shared, and you want to put a lock beside it, that's how you would do that. And like you could change the size. Of course, you don't want it to be that big. And you can change the color to whatever color you want it to be. If you want to add a new background element, so this will be something you want to place in here or on your background, you can do that. Like if you want to layer your backgrounds. If you want to add a new image element, this will be like these arrows, or if you want to put a picture in on this field right here, like maybe even your own image, something along those lines. You could do that. If you want to add a line, oops. Which, that comes in handy sometimes. Like, you'll do something like that with a line. You could do that. You could add custom code. This will be a video, banners, HTML code like that. The only thing you can't add is JavaScript, but most other code is okay. And the reason why they don't allow JavaScript, I'm pretty sure, is because if you don't know what you're doing with JavaScript, you can break a site. You can break the site. You can make it stop. You make it not work right. You can add another button element. I mean, you don't want more than one button on the lead capture page, unless you're doing like a poll page or some kind of yes or no poll or something like that. You can do that. You can have another field. Like if you wanted to have the name field, you can do that. But we took that away. Or you can have a countdown timer. Oops. So as you see, this, well, yeah, I ain't gonna keep it anyway. But as you see, you have a lot of options with this free page builder. I mean, hard to believe, what kind of flexibility you have with this free page builder. All right, last thing is, let's say you got your page all set up the way you like it. How do you connect this with your email list? And I did a video on how to set up an email list, or the Leadsleap autoresponder, and doing email marketing using Leadsleap. And in that video, I show you how to set up a list, how to make a list, and I'll link to it below this video, and then I also put a link on the video. But what you do once this is all set up, you want to connect your list to this page, or to the page you created. You go over here to choose a list manager. Now you can use SendSteed, which is Leadsleap's built-in autoresponder, which is very, very cool and powerful. And if you look at my video about the Leadsleap autoresponder, I'll show you exactly why. You can use a third-party list manager with like Aweber, GetResponse, or you can opt to have no opt-in at all, and they'll remove that option. So let's say we're going to use the Leadsleap list built-in list manager. You click on it, and if you don't have a list set up already, you can add a new list from here, or you can get the list ID from the list you already created, and you'll click on that, get the list ID, and put the numbers in here. And in this box is where you will put where you want people to go once they opt in. So it could be to your thank you page, it could be to a sales page, it could be to a bridge page. Whatever it is, whatever you put, what URL you put in here is where you want people to go once they opt in. So always remember that. And you can also also opt for them to open that URL when they click on, when they opt in, for them to go to a new page, a new window. I wouldn't do that. I would have them stay in the same window. But that's how you do that. So you got your page all set up. Make sure along the way you want to click save. If you want to preview your page, you'll click for preview. And this is what your page will look like to other people visiting your page. If, not saying that's your page, but you can also do a quick preview. Like that. You also have a tutorial, and this helps you understand how to use this. Also will help you go through and use the page builder. If I didn't cover something here you're still confused about. And once you save and you're done with everything, and saved again, and then make sure you save it along the way, just exit out. I mean, it's going to say that because I didn't save, because I don't want to save this. But what else you get with the page builder, let me show you. You got the opt-in page, you got the thank you pages, a review page if you choose to have a review page, sales pages if you have a product to sell, and a download page for them to download if you're giving away a free ebook or a free video or something. And all of these can be edited in the same way, so I don't need to go into any of the details on how that works. So that's the Leadsleap page builder. Hopefully you can see the power in it, and hopefully when you start using it, you'll get a lot of value out of it. One more thing I want to show you. Once your page is built and you want to edit it, you just click edit. You can add your conversion tracking code to your page. As you see, that goes in here. You can you can rotate your pages, so you have more than one page. You can rotate pages to split test them. If you want to see the stats of your page, you can click on the chart. If you want to reset your stats, you do that here. You can archive the campaign, as in it basically takes it offline but doesn't delete it. You can add a new page to your page. So if you want to add a second page to your campaign so that you have two separate pages you're using, or if you just want to delete the whole campaign, you click on the trash can. So that's it for the Leadsleap page builder. If you got some value out of this video, I hope you like it, share it, subscribe, keep getting value like this. And below this video, I'll put a link to join Leadsleap if you're not already a member. It's free to join. If you want to use some of the additional features and tools and get some additional benefits, you can always upgrade, which is also very affordable. I will also put a link to the video on how to set up your email list, your Leadsleap autoresponder, and anything else I mentioned in the video that I don't remember. I'll put a link to it below this video. So hope you guys some value out of this video. I'll talk to you again soon.